he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Jack 16, show that bench release and go. Jack 52, recon, 132 fighter.
On second down now, it's Connor, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Connor. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Set, 180.
Mayfield on play action. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
A gain of 18 on the play.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mayfield off the play fake. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield down. And the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. The 20! And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Cut in right. You got 3 down.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They'll run it with Madison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Quarter. I'm here all day. 51 to Mike. 51.
Alpha.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Check. What is that?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
22 jet bombers. 51 to Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man on the out route. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Like 80.
51. All day.
Alert.
Any day.
50.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
I'm trying to collect. Hey, Mike 51.
Like I said.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
44.
51 to Mike.
5.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Double tie, double tie. 4 down, 4 down.
Middle.
4 down, 4 down.
Going on the ground with Madison. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Now Roethlisberger looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down,
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
23 yards, the final tally. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson.
Here we go. 180. No foul. Protein spill.
Kill. Sponge. No.
Black and burn.
On 1st down, it's Connor, and a loose football.
That's it, baby.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
You must be dreaming. Alert flag.
61, matchbox lights. Stay driven.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
60 Pittsburgh.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Hill. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, whether the offensive line has executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack, Mayfield. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now it's Hunt. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
A 52-yard attack.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight Ringo. Tight on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
1st and 10.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, D. Bang, 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 bang. One day.
80 weapon.
Here's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point now by Boswell. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
That's baby shot.
Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Browns, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.